Hey everyone, welcome to week 8. Listen, before we jump into this week, I just want to give you some context. I'm not going to just tell you what I'm asking you to do, but why we're doing it. This is something extraordinary we're about to do. We're not just doing this for a grade. We're stepping into a conversation that's been going on for more than 1,000 years. We are reading the Popul Vu this week, so I just want to introduce it a bit, okay? The Popul Vu is one of the most important surviving texts of indigenous Mesoamerica, specifically from the Quiche Maya people of what is now Guatemala. It's sometimes called the Mayan Bible. I don't know if they saw it that way, but that's a label can be a bit misleading. It's not a religious rule book. It's a narrative, a layered collection of myth, history, cosmology, and culture. It's how we all get together. Now, here's what's wild. The book almost didn't make it to us. Most Mayan texts, as you saw in the video, were destroyed during the Spanish conquest. Just, hundreds, thousands of stories and science all burned, buried, wasted. And just a handful survived. The Popul Vuh isn't even among those. What we have today, I think this was also in her documentary, was written by a Quiche noble who wrote it down using the Latin alphabet, meaning he'd already been, like beep, 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 And later, that Francisco Jimenez copied it and translated it. So every time you read the Popul Vuh, you're touching the result of hundreds of years of survival, preservation, and resistance, but also mostly conquest, really. It tells the story of the creation of the world, of gods who try to make human beings out of mud, then wood, and finally corn. It tells of twin heroes, Hunapu and Xabalanque, who outwit the lords of the underworld. It tells about everything just like rebelling against humans. It's beautiful. So these stories shape the values of the Mayan people and the Mayan civilization, and read it slowly, okay? That's what I want to say. You got to read it slowly. Read it with a friend. Now, listen, I've talked a little bit about the what it is and the why it is, and now I'm going to talk about this assignment, okay? I'm inviting you to imagine what would happen if one of the characters from the Popul Vuh got to tell their story to someone from another tradition, maybe a character from Indian tales or one of the native stories that you've already explored earlier this term. You're going to write a scene. Some of you are going to write several. You're going to write a dialogue, not a formal essay, a scene. And here's the thing. It should be full of voice, passion, full of the story. These aren't two cardboard figures giving speeches. These are people, ancestors, spirits, sharing tales, questioning each other, maybe even interrupting like they do, You've seen it. You've read the Indian tales. Listen, you can start your dialogue with something like, as they did. You think you know how the world began? Let me tell you how it really happened. Or maybe you want to talk about pride? Sit on down. This is what my people say about pride. Depending on which contract you're in, the C, B, or A, you'll write 1, 2, or 3 of these scenes. I know, it's tough. Each with a slightly longer word count as usual. And then you'll record a video performance of just one. Just one. Go-getters, only one video, okay? Just one of those scenes. That performance can be simple, like just you reading the dialogue. That's fine for a C criteria, but if you're aiming higher, let's put put some effort, man. Perform this thing. Bring it to life. Give us the sense of the mythic weight of these characters and have fun. Maybe you play both parts, or maybe you bring some friends in. Like, let's make it real. Maybe you set it somewhere unexpected. Students have used playgrounds a lot. They do. They use their backyards, playgrounds, whatever. The point is, you don't have to be perfect actors. The point is to be compelling storytellers. So let's talk a little bit about why we're doing this assignment. Because these stories, they were told out loud for generations around fires, in councils, in ceremonies. They were meant to be shared, not just studied. And what we're doing is continuing that tradition. We're stepping into a sacred practice, one that connects you to people who have been using stories to teach and challenge and explain the world for centuries. That's powerful. You're not just writing a scene, you're entering into a tradition of resistance, of storytelling, and of myth-making. And yeah, there's a grade, but more than that, this is a chance to show you really get it. Not just the plot of the Popul Vu, but the way it feels, the way it makes you feel, the rhythm of it, the way these stories live in dialogue with other cultures, and what they mean to us here and now. So just to summarize what we're doing this week, okay? Read the pages, choose your characters, write your scenes with real voice and presence, record one video, that's all for all contracts. Post your links to the script and the video, and some of you to multiple scripts, and respond to 2 or 3 classmates, not in the video, just watch their stuff, you know? Get in there. I'm loving watching you guys talk to each other, and I can't wait to see what you create. This is going to be fun. And if you need help along the way, reach out to me, as always, 541-250-1652. And so let's go tell some stories.